Hello guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Laurie Brown and today's topic we're going to talk about how to reinvent yourself. This is an interesting topic for me because I have tried to reinvent myself quite a few times and nothing worked until I got to a certain point where I realized what ultimate change really is. I was only thinking about how I can accumulate these habits but not actually having anything driving those habits. So for example, setting myself unrealistic goals of drinking up to 2 to 3 litres of water a day when I wouldn't even take a sip in a normal day. When it comes to real change, it has to be something not only that you want to do, not only something that you have to do, but it's something that is making you uncomfortable to the point where it pushes you in a different direction. In all areas of my life, there is something that I'm doing that I'm not happy about. So for example, when it comes down to relationships, I've spoken in my previous videos about having low self-esteem. The kind of people that you attract into your life, you kind of question, why am I doing that? How am I attracting this type of energy? But what you have to do is explore that and understand that it's coming from you. You are accepting certain behaviors into your life that are not really for your good. And that's why you're attracting that energy. So what do you need to do? You need to look at yourself and build up your self-esteem. Now, self-esteem can come from many different things depending on who you are. To me, self-esteem came from having a lot of knowledge about a specific area in my life or a specific expertise, having a great career, also having a great body, just being able to be happy with the physical form that I'm in. It also was down to standing up for myself, which is something that I've never really done for a good part of my life. And when it comes to change, it's not just about trying to change those habits and making them something different. It's really about exploring why you're doing the bad things in the first place and making sure that you rewire your brain to develop something healthier. For example, going on diets, right? I've been on diets where I've done a lot of crash diets. I've tried to have a lot of quick fixes in my life when it comes down to it. And this analogy can be used for other things within your life, even relationships, when you rebound off someone because you are feeling lonely at that point, so you rebound. And if that's a trait that you have and you're not happy with it, you have to explore the reason why. So when it comes down to diet, and what I realized is that it was because I was losing weight for the wrong reasons. I was losing weight because I didn't want the shame of other people looking at me and thinking that I put on weight. I was losing weight so then I could be in line with my peers and their shapes and they didn't judge me. But what I realized is that when you try and do something on somebody else's timeline, whether you've got an event coming up or anything like that, it's really difficult to maintain those sorts of changes. And so I really looked at myself and thought to myself, why am I so disgusted by my shape, by my frame in this moment in time that I'm not even giving myself the love and the care and the real amount of time needed in order to change? So when I started going on my diet journey and I started eating healthier, I started educating myself on carbohydrates and protein and fats and all sorts of different types of foods. And I started to enjoy the process because it was me taking care of myself as opposed to me dieting. And then when I got to a certain weight, I started to exercise and move more. I started to consume more water because it made me feel better. And I started to read about the health benefits of certain things that I could do to make me feel good. Because what I realized is that when it comes down to your health, the reason why you will be in shape is because you have developed healthy habits and you're taking care of yourself. Once you consume food that makes you feel good and makes your brain feel alert, you become a changed person because you are now operating on such a different level in terms of your energy, in terms of your mood, in terms of what you are capable of doing within a day. That's what drives you. That's what you want to feel. You want to feel good as opposed to look good. And when you start to feel good, all of those habits are going to be attractive enough for you to maintain those things. So when it comes to reinventing yourself in other areas of your life, you need to make sure that you understand why you are doing unhealthy things. When you're honest with yourself, you're going to see that you don't like what you're doing. When you're honest with yourself, you're going to really carve out the blueprint for what you really want to be. Because change is something that happens from the inside out, it's not from the outside in. When you realize that, that's when you start to think differently. So in a nutshell, when it comes to change, just remember, it is from your core. True change comes from understanding your bad habits and finding a way to turn that around. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you in my next video.